So I've been thinking a lot about this pressure that many of us put on ourselves to do everything, to be everything, and to do it all perfectly. And it's utterly exhausting. So if you feel like you are stuck in a pattern of overwhelm and like you have too many balls in the air, you're juggling too many things, here's a technique that I found extremely helpful without feeling like a failure. So the first step is to just really spend some time reflecting on your priorities. And you can do this on a pretty regular schedule every few months or anytime something new is added to your plate. We often get stuck in this juggling act without really questioning, are there some balls that I have to keep in the air? And are there some that I can actually put down? So categorizing those tasks or balls is into categories like non-negotiables. These are the must-dos, the either I have to, like job-related things or childcare-related things, or I have to because these are really important to me and they make me feel like my best self. Then we also have the bucket of nice-to-haves. These are things that I like to participate in or that add some value, but they're not necessarily have-to-dos. And then we have some that are no longer necessary. There's a couple other buckets too, like, hey, ever consider buckets where we could put things where we can ask for help or delegate, right? That's a really important bucket too. And then you can implement this really cool technique called intentional underachievement. So this is where you give yourself permission to not do it all, and you focus only on those non-negotiables and maybe just one or two nice-to-haves. And then you intentionally underachieve in other areas. So you either put those balls down or at least in your pocket for a little while to give you more space, more time, and more energy for the things that really matter. So an example might be if you're a working parent with a pretty demanding job and a young family, your non-negotiables might be your work responsibilities, spending quality time with your children, and maybe maintaining a healthy lifestyle. A nice to have might be hosting a book club or keeping your home spotless. So to implement intentional underachievement, you could choose to prioritize your work responsibilities, schedule dedicated time for you and your children, and ensure that you're staying active and eating healthy. Meanwhile, you could choose to let go of hosting the book club, or you could maybe let the house be messy sometimes. By recognizing that you can't do everything perfectly, you can allow yourself to underachieve in less critical areas, and that can reduce feelings of overwhelm. Intentional underachievement has allowed me to shift from the mindset of I have to do it all to a sense of choice around prioritizing and focusing on what truly matters. I'm Dr. Melissa Blake, and I believe in your ability to transform your health by challenging your thoughts. Drop some balls. It's okay. Follow for more tips on handling overwhelm.